Hello, everybody. May 1st, 2022, 9 days removed from Impact Wrestling's Rebellion, in which Matt and I sat in the second row off one side of the ramp. It was a great show. Things happened pretty much like we expected to happen as far as Alexander getting the Impact World Championship back. But that's all said and done. Impact did a great job. And now we're focusing on what is next to come. Well, there's a lot of news and rumors that are put out there. Whether they're true or not, we will find out. MJF on AEW Dynamite called somebody to come in to AEW that is 7 feet tall to take on Wardlow. And rumors have it, it is Morrassey from Impact, a.k.a. Big Cass, his former name in WWE. We'll have to wait Wednesday to find out. Also, Mercedes Martinez, the interim Ring of Honor Women Champion, is facing Impact's Ring of Honor Champion, Deonna Purrazzo. I am really wondering what is going on here, because there really isn't a relationship anymore with AEW and Impact Wrestling. And a lot of rumors say it's the debut of Deonna Purrazzo. Now, I thought Purrazzo had recently signed a contract and she had stated she was happy in Impact Wrestling. Could this be the beginning of her departure? I don't know. But obviously, if Deonna keeps the Ring of Honor's Women's Champion, I think that will tell us the story that Deonna will leave Impact Wrestling. Now, if she loses, maybe that's their way for her to lose that title, which does belong to Tony Khan and company, who recently bought out Ring of Honor. So there's a lot of speculation going on. And also, this one threw me for a loop, but it doesn't surprise me. The Inspiration, Jesse McKay and Cassie Lee, have said they're taking time off from professional wrestling. And let's face it, they came in at Bound for Glory. They got the belts. And really, once they won the titles, they had some championship matches, but not many. And as soon as they lost, we really didn't see too much of them. They did miss the Hard to Kill pay-per-view in January due to COVID relation issues. But this was a very short stint for them. And we have to wonder, did they get a better offer from Tony Khan and company? And they probably could go to AEW, and a lot of people are saying, well, AEW doesn't have women's tag team titles. But Khan's been talking about that, and quite honestly, owning two promotions, it could be Ring of Honor women's tag titles, or it could be AEW women tag titles. We don't know. But obviously, with two promotions, you're going to have a few more belts. And Tony Khan's got it in his mind. But in any event, we all are wondering what is really going on in the world of professional wrestling. Wrestling's been really darn good. The WWE has been very, very solid, even though Raw ratings dipped a little bit on this past Monday Night's Raw. But consistently, SmackDown on Fox has really held a 2.1 million viewer rating for quite some time. And, so WWE is pretty solid. And the issue of Roman Reigns and the Usos facing, getting involved in trying to unify the tag titles, this does make things quite interesting. I'm wondering when the WWE is going to drop the ball and bring Bayley back, because that will be even bigger. And probably, I think we'll see her before SummerSlam, which is at the end of July this year, so it's really not that far off. But WWE has done a very good job in doing what they do best. Their storylines, they're very solid, which I wish that AEW could do the same way. Is they do their storylines really from week to week. They'll go from Dynamite to Rampage, or Rampage to Dynamite, with the feuds that are upcoming. Although in certain aspects, they do drag feuds out, like they did with Punk and MJF. And they've done this right now for the last few weeks with CM Punk going after Hangman Adam Page, which is official at Double or Nothing. I cringe at the fact that if CM Punk wins this, a man who can't even sell his go-to-sleep move anymore because he's never accurate with it, and have him take out Hangman Page, who, in my opinion, is one of the better wrestlers technically, and he's a worker. He's a great worker. And if Hangman loses, this is direction that we see Tony Khan going into. So, but anyway, this coming weekend, Impact Wrestling is going to have Under Siege. We still have Honor No More with Impact Wrestling at this point. Now, remember, these were taped in Poughkeepsie right after Rebellion, so everybody was still there. So we may see Honor No More at least until after Under Siege. And also the Bullet Club with Jay White, which Jay White really hasn't signed with anybody specifically. And I like that idea because he can work in AEW and Impact. But I do see Tony Khan saying, hey, look, if you're going to work with us, you can't work with Impact. But then again, I don't know what the real relationship is between Impact and AEW. It seemed to end on a very, very sour note, and we'll just have to wait and see. But Under Siege this coming Saturday, WrestleMania Backlash on Sunday. 2 shows that I'm looking forward to. It's a lot of content to watch, especially if you watch all the wrestling shows throughout the week. And there's also a lot of sports going on with the hockey playoffs and the NBA playoffs and whatnot. So it's going to be an interesting weekend next weekend, and I'm up for the task. I'm just itching to see what becomes of W. Morrissey and Deonna Purrazzo and the Inspiration, whether they emerge somewhere else, which wouldn't surprise me. Josh Alexander recently mentioned that Impact's a stepping stone for people. They bring them in, they make them a little bigger than what they were, and then they take off because Impact don't have the resources to tie them to a longer contract, and I get that. And let's face it, it really is all about the money, and it's a job. You need to make good money to support your family. I understand that totally, but being a wrestling fan, you still say why. Why do you gotta leave? You just get used to somebody and you really start liking them, and then all of a sudden they disappear. And that's one of the biggest problems in wrestling, and Impact is big on this. Somebody will leave and we never know why, for the most part. So we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, Deonna Purrazzo, Mercedes Martinez, AEW Dynamite this coming week. for the Ring of Honor Championship. The outcome is going to tell a lot to us. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. So enjoy your Sunday, everybody. It's NBA Sunday as far as I'm concerned. And, I've watched my wrestling throughout the week and the weekend. And again, had a great time at Rebellion. And it just starts over with a new week. And that's all you can do. So hopefully we'll find out answers to a lot of the questions. Where people are going to go, if they stay. One has to wonder. And if you're a wrestling fan, those are the questions you really want answers to. So, peace out, everybody. We'll see you all next time. This is the Iceman on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel.